White City by DK Tec Creators. Part 1, Bags 1. So hello and welcome to Square Ghost, and yes, this is part 1, bag 1 of DK's Lord of the Rings set of the White City. And we're trying a new video format in this set. This is the finished construction of bag 1 part 1. As you can see, the beginning of the city. It's been a pleasurable build, starting off by doing the front rows, as you see here, and then we finally did the insides of the city afterwards. As you can see, the decoration is lovely, the colours look good, brick quality is good, the build plans are excellent, no problems. And as for the building technique, absolutely amazing. The little connector blocks here that hold everything into a locked tight position, absolutely brilliant. So building technique, 10 out of 10, 10 plus, and like whoever has built this set, whoever the builder is, well done sir, congratulations, and I take my hat off to you, I really do. Now what we plan to do with this new technique, this new video setup, as I say, is show you the end of the build of each section bag. So like at the end of bag 2 you'll see where we get to, and then I intend to follow on with the rest of the video how we got to this stage. Quite simple really, but as it's the first one I wanted to talk it through a little bit more. So without further ado, let's get on with how we got to where we are now. So I hope I'm not in the shadow, but as you can see we've made up another little piece, more or less the same as this piece really, without the bit on, but I'll come to that in a minute. And then you make 4, they all fit together, and then put your bit on top. This will then link there to this piece here. Nice bit of decoration with this little monument thing here, but there we are. And I think, pardon me, then we're going to start to build across. So a nice steady start. As you can see, we started off by making this piece here, this flat piece. You can see the big angle brick, 2x4, 2x3, and then we have these hinge pieces. You have to make up the hinge pieces by clicking them together and putting them on. No real problem with that. And then a nice flat 1x4. That's that. Then we make up this little wall piece here. We've got a masonry brick in white. We've got that funny, like a link brick, I call that really, for a, for a chain or something, maybe like that. Then we have like the little what do you call it, claw onto the on the 1x2. That's on, and then it fits to that with the hinge thing, and then that of course goes to that link bracket, and then of course it will fit to that later. So we'll see where we go next. So you can see we've built up the piece very nicely, and then we've built our next attachment piece. I'm quite sure there's going to be a few of these. Some nice little building techniques here I did like. You can see it's the inverted slope that clicks on. Another one there, and then you've got your little arch, but here is a 1x3 and there is a 1x2, and the 1x2 clicks onto the masonry brick. So it gives it that bit of solidness, in my opinion, that, you know, that real good thing. We've got the little masonry bricks, you can see now, the crow's feet stuck onto the back there. I call them crow's feet or nails, whatever you want to call them. And as I say, that's definitely going to go into that little stuck there, and then I'm imagining we will build up again. So you're just knowing where we're doing, what we're doing. So as you can see, I've turned it around. We've got a bit of decoration pieces, some little slopes and stuff. Got a brush in one of those cone things there, you know, little highlighted things, little pillory things there. Look at that, that looks really nice. I think it really looks good. We've also reinforced the pivot things, the little hinges there, they're going across the top, and then we've got the lovely flat here, tiles here, long tiles, 1x4s. And now in the plans it tells us to make it into a curved shape. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you. And wow, look at that. They just went in on the pivots, the slopes, give it the angle. And does that not look good? I'm going to turn it around just to show you the aesthetic of the outside. You can see that there's little gaps where the pivots are, but that's to be expected. But that looks, to me, it looks pretty good. And that's how they want us to have it for the building step. And then we'll see what comes next. Alright, I'm really impressed so far. On we go. So I'm trying to throw a bit of light on here. I hope I'm not giving you too much glare. So we've built up a lovely little section here, which is fine. And then you can see we've got slopes going down. Now we've got the little L pieces, if you know what I mean. They go down and across one strut. Similar to that, but the inverse of that, they go down. In fact, I have got one here. There they are. Sorry for the brightness. I'm going to turn the brightness off. There you go, you can see the brick better. So basically they are underneath. You can actually see the L shape now without the brightness. I had a hell of a job getting those middle 1x2 slopes, one that side, both the same, because of the little gap between. You can see the little back gap, and you really had to squeeze hard to try and get them on, but oh, you need some real power. But it's on now nevertheless, so no grumbling about that. But I just wanted to show you the experience, the little block. There you go on the other side. And obviously that's going to go now somewhere over here. I think you can see we've built a little piece here and here, and we'll see what happens when that goes on. And there you have the end of build step 1, bag 1, and as you can see, basically we built across, all the sections slipped in across the top, lovely connecting pieces again, absolutely wonderful. And as I've said before, the building technique here is amazing, how it fits across and holds everything together in tightness. I really like it. Same across the bottom, it makes it rigid. And you know, so often I go on about building techniques sometimes and say, oh, they've skipped something, or they're building it so much easy way. This has been thought out. Whoever's built this, whoever the builder, the planner, has done a really good job. And whoever you are, sir, I take my hat off to you and say you've done a cracking job. I really like it so far. If the entire set's like this, it's going to be a real solid, nice set to build. But yeah, it's been quite good, as you can see. There is the finished article once again, and we've enjoyed every little step of the way. And with that, if you've enjoyed this little video, yes, please give us a thumbs up, hit that like button, always nice, always good for me and the channel. Don't be afraid to drop a few comments in the box. What do we think of the look? What do we think of the colours of the bricks? I think they're good. The brick quality itself is excellent. Clutch power is great. There is absolutely nothing wrong so far. Build plans very good as well. Up to, really up and above and beyond, I should say, because you can see where everything goes. Sometimes you hear me moan about that on mocks, but not on this case, on this lovely set, it's great. And if you want to follow us next time on to part 2, bag 2 of this white city, then all you have to do is click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Anybody who's watched this video, as I say about any of my other videos, thank you very much for watching, and I hope we will see you next time on the continuing build of this White City build of Lord of the Rings. And with that, you know the score, you know the drill. My name's Kev, I am Square Ghost, and I'll see you all on the flip side.